Trivia's Inspirational Radio would like to inform you that the views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in the following show are solely the sentiments of the participants of the show. Trivia's Inspirational Radio Network is not responsible for content. As always, thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
It's your girl Pusher. If you're not pushing forward, you're moving backwards. Say it out loud. Forward ever, backwards never. No, really. Say that thing out loud. Come on, Jazz. Forward ever, backwards never. We are not going back. It's your girl Pusher. So let me reintroduce myself because I know that we have new people that are on. And so, yes, it is your girl Pusher, preparing us strategically, helping everyone regardless. We are a body of people. That is what Pusher is, a body of people that is committed to growing, and pushing one another to our excellence. That is what Pusher is about. So listen, let me get this out of the way. Did you get your copy of It Takes One to Know One, workbook and journal, and People Pusher? Really? Why not? So here's your opportunity tonight. Go on pusherlife.org or gbecommunity.com or Amazon. Your girl is out here pushing it. So get your copies of both It Takes One to Know One, workbook and journal, and People Pusher. Get your book today. You do not want to be left behind because we are pushing forward. And so I am so excited. I know I say that every night, but every person that come on excites me. They excites me for so many reasons. But tonight I am definitely over the moon. I am telling you, honey. And so I have the honor, because she doesn't want to do it herself. I am going to introduce a phenomenal young lady. And because I like to tell the truth, I like to be honest. This young lady happens to be a Pivot alumni. If you have heard me speak, if you know me, you know I am pivoting. I take Pivot everywhere I go. If you have heard me speak, you know that I am Pivot's re-entry manager and one of the personal success coaches. If you know anyone out there that is struggling, that has been impacted by the criminal justice system, you can send them my way. We will help them personally and professionally. The goal is to get them employed. And I have the privilege to share with you. I'm telling you, hold on to your seats, put the seatbelt on. I have the privilege to introduce to you no one other than Jasmine. I'm not going to say your whole government, but I call her Jazz. So I'm going to introduce her as Jasmine, aka Jazz, who happens to be a Pivot alumni. And who's your personal success coach? Drum roll.
Miss Carlita.
All right. The People Pusher herself was and remains her personal success coach. I am so excited. How you feel tonight, other than nervous?
I feel good.
Because I like to maximize every second of every minute of every hour. I first want to turn to you, the listener, the watcher. I want to say thank you. We do not take this time lightly. And because you could have been doing anything else. If you got a job, if you are employed and you're just getting off, I know you want to kick back and you want to regroup and you want to relax. So I want to say thank you for showing up. Thank you for pushing forward with us. If you know anything about what I do, you know we are on a journey of healing out loud. And so I just want you to just come on and just take a ride with us as we travel through our healing experience. And so, Jazz, because I don't like to keep the people waiting. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Hold up. Shout out to Malia McLean, who was on the show. Don't forget to support her and her phlebotomy. And guess what? The one that is on today, I'll let her tell her story, but we're going to do some connections today, baby. But make sure you get Malia's book on Amazon and globalbutterflyeffectscommunity.com. for short, gbecommunity.com and Amazon. You can purchase the books. I definitely want to give another shout out to Shanae Parker, who showed up and showed out last week. People are still running around talking about, I am not a Build-A-Bear. However, it is not about them. They had their time, they had their hour. It is about Jasmine. And today's topic is It's Already in Me. And if you know anything, if you can just say, everybody that is listening and watching, just say it out loud wherever you are, in your car, in your office, in your home, in your bed, no matter where you are, just say it out loud. It's already in me. Say it to yourself. I'm trying to tell you everything you need. Everything that you need is already in you. And so, Jazz, I am so excited. Thank you for putting up with all my mess. I really, really appreciate you. I know that you is like, you've been fussing at me all day for the last couple of days. I know, sweetie pie. But the people are curious. And one more thing before Jasmine begins to speak, I want to tell you, I'm going to give every listener and every watcher the opportunity to call in at 7 o'clock. If you have questions, if you have anything to say. Now, I am the timekeeper. I'm not asking you to call to give a dissertation. I'm not asking you to call to preach. I'm not asking you to give us a long drawn out anything. All I'm saying is, if you have a question, because it's not easy to do what we do publicly, but we are at a healed place. We are in our healing journey where we are saying, God, use me as you see fit. And so I'm saying, if we're not taking this lightly, I'm asking that you don't take it lightly. So if you so desire to call in with your questions or even your comments, we will take them as much as we can. We can't take too many because we got to cut it off at a certain time. So I'm going to say, be mindful of time, because we're definitely being mindful of yours. And so all the house rules are out the way. So, hey, Jazz, how are you?
I'm good.
Okay, good is great, because when we were created, the response was, it is good. Not perfect, but it is good. So I am satisfied with that. So can you tell people who do not know you who you are? Who is Jasmine? Where did Jasmine come from? How did you get here beside me?
I found you while being locked up. Um, I discovered Pivot, and then once I got out, I contacted y'all. Y'all contacted me, and we've been locked in since.
Wow. So how long? So what was your journey like? Talk a little bit about that. What was your journey like?
First starting out, I was closed off. I didn't want to let y'all in my life, let y'all know about me. Um, but once I seen that y'all was a positive figure in my life and that y'all wanted the best for me, I became open and freely. And now y'all are me and am y'all.
I love that. That's my saying. I am because you are. If I mean it, if it's in my heart, I tell you that because I recognize that the people in my life, I can't be who I can't reach my full potential about without the people that has poured into my life, that has impacted me in some kind of way. So I definitely understand that. So can you talk? So let's rewind a little bit. You said that we met you while you were incarcerated. What So when we met you, what kind of space were you in? Talk a little bit about that. You said a little bit, but I want you to kind of like paint us a portrait.
Um, being locked up right before meeting y'all, I was angry. I was careless. I didn't care about anything. I seen red and I wanted to attack. But I also was blaming others for what I have done to get myself in that situation.
Thank you for that. Thank you for your honesty. One of the things that I definitely do my best to do is give room and allow people to give themselves permission to be honest. It's not about who's watching and who's listening. This journey is about you. It's about what you are trying to build within you. And as you are exploring and healing, you let me take a step back and yes, all those things are true. She ain't lying. Homegirl was angry, wasn't trying. I was talking about you earlier. I talked a little bit about that earlier. When I was at work, but you definitely remind me so much of myself. And I think that's why when I first laid my eyes on you, I'm like, this one we got to hold on to it. And then V, being right there, who has the gift of discernment, she was already on point as well. And I'm like, to come from an angry place, a dark place, and now every time I see you, you are smiling. Every time I see you, you are excited, even though you fuss at me more than anything. Now I don't know what's your problem. You getting grown. I don't know what's your problem. Sometimes I forget, like, who the oldest? This. But I would not trade it for nothing in the world, because you are definitely a delight. You have made life easy for me as it relates to what it is that I do. And you are definitely someone that I believe the world should watch out for and listen to. Someone asked, what was it about Carlita that compelled you to open up? So what was it about me, the people's pusher, that caused you to open up?
Your eyes, you be staring into my soul.
My eyes.
Yes, like, listen, when I came out the TED door, and I was like, I want to come. I know y'all started, and Miss V was like, oh, let me ask Carlita. Let me ask Miss Carlita. And she came in there, and you said something to her, and she was like, come on. Our little nails. She was like, come on. And I came in there, and you just was staring at me, and I kept looking like, what is she looking at? Like, why is she looking at me like that? But then both of y'all started looking at me like that. Then when I got out, and then I had a meeting with y'all, it was like y'all was reading me. And I'm like, did they study me? Like, where this is coming from? Like, y'all scared me. Y'all scared me because nobody could ever figure me out. But when y'all did it, I'm like, okay, should I run or should I stay?
And what was your decision? What did you do?
I stayed.
So why did you stay?
That's a gift to figure me out, one. And then y'all was 100 with me. Y'all didn't sugarcoat anything. Y'all didn't babyfy me. You said ABC, that's what you got to do, and we're going to see where you're going to go at. So once I did that, and then y'all didn't leave me, y'all kept checking on me, y'all kept calling me, y'all made sure that I was in the right space. Even when I called you crying, boo-hoo crying, you still was there. Even though it was annoying, because I would call you boo-hoo crying. And you were like, it's okay. And I'm like, why is she not angry with me? Like,
let's be clear. Let me clarify. I'm gonna clarify two things. Remember, the topic is already in me. So let's keep that in mind. Whoever is watching and listening, the topic is it's already in me. And so every now and then we have to remind people of the work that they have done and the decisions that they have made for themselves. And so tonight, that's all we are doing. My responsibility is just to remind Jasmine to tell herself it's already in me. Why? Because she wouldn't have the ability to change if it wasn't already in her to change. She just was at a place in her life where she was tired and of being sick and tired and made the decision. I'm not going to front. Many people tell me it is something about my eyes. I haven't figured it out. I look at myself in the mirror all the time. I don't see what people see. I'm that's just honest. But I do hear that often. So I'm not going to act like that. That's something like, oh my God. No, I've heard that before. But coming from you and knowing when I first met you, you were only a reflection of me. I wasn't reading you, sweetie pie. I was seeing me. And the only reason why God just put me in a place to speak to you, because when I was speaking to you, I was speaking to myself. And so as I was growing, it enabled you to grow. As I was putting in the work, what was given to me, all the seeds during the time that was being planted in me, it just was being planted in you, because I can only give you what's in me. And I know that everything that's in me, I didn't put it in me myself. I have a village, and my village is now your village. And I definitely appreciate you being receptive and you being wise enough to tap into your own discernment, to say that these two women, it's something going on with them, and I want a piece of that. And so you had the wisdom to choose something different, and you chose to push forward. You chose to do the work. All we did was show up and be ourselves. We didn't do anything spectacular. We didn't say anything different than what you heard. The difference was we showed up being ourselves. We showed up not being anything other than who we are. And because of that, your spirit received it. And so your spirit responded. And so what excites me about it, and I want you to talk a little bit about it, because it's already in me. And see, I had to tell myself that. You know, when people ask me what's my biggest inspiration, I don't give that to people. I give it to God, because it was the people that helped me realize it was already in me. Mm-hmm. And so I want to know, can you recall in your pivot journey, in your healing process, can you recall that moment when you realize it's already in me? I'm gonna do the work because I can do the work. Anger is nothing wrong with it. What makes it unhealthy is how I respond to it. Can you give us that moment, or that aha moment that you had where you like, I can do this, I can do different, I can be better?
That very first day, Mr. Ant gave us the assignment for our resume. I think that was, it wasn't hard, but it was an eye opener. If I can sit up and stay focused, I know I can stay focused on much more things that are a priority to me. So that's when I realized, like, girl, snap into yourself. You got this.
Oh, wow. Excellent. And so, side note, shout out to HD High Def. If you haven't tapped in yet, you can follow him on IG. He is a crazy MC. I call him the Christian Kendrick Lamar, because he got balls. He got 8, he got 16, whatever you want. But I'm telling you, tap in. He is a Christian artist. He has a message. So tap in to High Def Tone, HIDEF TONE HD, hashtag all night, all day. That's my bro. So I can do that. Right, tap in. So I'm glad you said that. And I'm so, most people, believe it or not, it's through some of his workshops where people get that revelation, because we're often dealing with, and I'll put you out there because of your age, that microwave age, that instant gratification, where whatever I want it to happen right now. I want to change, so I want it to happen right now. But he comes along and he let you know that it's a process, and because he's challenging you to think. He's challenging you to use your penmanship. I know we got technology. I know we got our phones. I know we have our laptops and all that, but he's challenging you to get back in touch with your penmanship. What is your handwriting like, boo? Can you still write? Can you write? Can you write in plain, what is it, English or in cursive? Is it neat or is it sloppy? Is it legend? He challenges you to tap into what is natural, to get back to that, to don't lose it. Yes, we are to advance with how the technology world, but don't lose what is natural, what comes natural, because guess what? Technology has flaws too. It has error too. So we can't become codependent on that. So I definitely appreciate that. So shout out to our brother Ant, who happens to be our workforce manager at Pivot Workforce Development. Shout out to you. So I have another question. And if people in the chat, if you have a question, like the gentleman, W Bats that had a question, ask your questions. And at 7 p.m., we will open the lineup for phone calls. You can call 443-961-7208 if you have a question or if you have a comment. Hey, Tyra, I see you. I don't have my glasses. I got my glasses, but I'm being intentional so I can catch these comments and read them and questions. I am on it tonight. So, Jazz, I have another question for you. Remember, the topic is it's already in me. So when you hear that, what does it do for you? What do you hear? It's already in me. What do you hear when you hear that?
I'm already a boss. I'm already her. It make me feel proud. It make me feel like a go-getter, and I can't settle for less.
Wow. So I have a follow-up question. What makes you a boss? What makes you her? What does that look like?
What makes me that all of that is
Yeah.
prioritizing, staying on it, don't fall in, and don't go back from where I once was. Yep.
So someone is trying to get on. I tell you, I got to do what I got to do to help the people, because people are trying to get on, and I want them to get on because they want to. They want to hear what you have to say, and I want them to hear you. So here's my follow-up question. It's already in me. So tell me, what are some things that you are doing today after your pivot experience? You are now an alumni. You are out. You're blossoming. So tell us, from being this angry person that don't trust nobody, don't want nobody in their space and all of that. What are coming from that? Where are you now? What have you been up to?
I actually started two businesses of my own. Um,
What?
one of them is a dispatch company. So I dispatch truck drivers, and another one is what I love so bad is a cleaning. His and hers faithful cleaning, and I love it. I love it. That's my go-to.
So what is it that what makes you love it so much?
I have 6 children, so that's all I really do is clean. So I turned it into a job, a career, a business, something that I know I wouldn't ever get tired of. So
So what is so I guess I understand that, but I'm looking for, hey Malia, I'm telling you, I can't catch all of them. So when you see people speaking or whatever, just shout them out, even if I'm
hi,
talking, it doesn't matter.
Michelle.
We want people to know that we recognize them, because they are here on an assignment too, whether they are even getting something or they are giving something. But everyone on this evening has a responsibility. Why? Because we are a community of people and we are pushing each other forward. So we all tonight have a responsibility to one another. And so now I'm gonna get in your business a little bit, and keep in mind it's already in me. I want you to oftentimes repeat that. I want you to say it in your mind, and every now and then when you feel like saying it out loud, I don't care what's going on, just say it. It's already in me, because this is about you. This is about reminding you, not necessarily where you come from, but letting you know that it is already in you. Everything, every question, every answer to every question is in you. All we did, no one can take the responsibility for where you are. I see you, Shadon. No one can take the responsibility for where you are, because at the end of the day, you still are left to make the decision of if you're going to push forward, or are you going to stay stagnant, or are you going to go backwards. Ultimately, you make that decision. And so, because ultimately you make that decision and you have made that decision every day, did you make it one time, or do you got to make it constantly?
Constantly, to remind myself it's already in me. To
You
remind
sweat.
myself, don't let it go. Like, don't let the devil take control of what's already in you.
So, although you have these two businesses, um, do life still life for you? Do you still go through struggles?
I do, of
So,
course.
how do you manage that? So, if you are at a different place in your life, internally and externally, how do you manage? Because if life is still life and you still enduring struggles, what is the difference today from a year or 2 years ago?
The difference now is, one, I pray more. I don't shut the world out and just cry or just become this angry person. And now I have two major people that I can put that monkey on their back and I can walk away smiling. That's you and Miss V.
All right, so let me clarify that. No, sweetie pie. Mm-mm. No, Jazz. We do not carry that mess on our shoulders. We know who to give it to, baby. We don't keep it.
Mhm.
We ain't God. We
Right.
listen, we hear you, but we do not take it and keep it. We give it to the source. We give it to the one that you're praying to. Why? Because we recognize that we can't handle it. We got our own stuff. We give it to God because we know that He's in full control, and we know that that is who lead us. And so, because we have that connection, and because we are aware of that, I just want to make that clear. And I know that you know that, but for those that are listening, I don't want them to get it twisted. All we doing is just we are healed and we are healing, and all we're doing is giving what is in us away.
I
That's
agree
all.
with Michelle.
Huh?
I agree with Michelle.
What happened?
She said, yes, we put it all on them.
Yeah, y'all try to, but y'all really do. I'm not going to take that away. I'm not going to take that away, but understand we do not keep it. We do not keep it. We are only human. Hey, Aunt Ada, I forgot to give you a shout out last week. We give it right back to you too, and walk with you while you work. See, I knew I was waiting for her to come through. It ain't nothing we can do with it. Nothing we can do with it. Nothing. And what is our favorite saying? We will not walk ahead of you. We will
Yeah.
walk beside you. And every now and then we will get behind you to push you forward. That's
Yeah.
it. And that's all. It's not a big bang theory. It ain't all deep. It's just that simple. Show up and do the work. And that's why I want you to recognize and keep saying it's already in me, because it was in you from the beginning. You just needed someone to come along and pull it out of you, push you to your greatness, push you to become healthy. And so now I want to kind of switch gears for a minute, and we will revisit the two businesses because I want people to hear it clearly and I want people to tap in. But the one thing that I don't take lightly is you as a mother. I want to know how this experience has opened you up as a mother. Are you different? Do you do anything different? Do you handle your kids different since this journey?
Yeah, I am much different than what I was, and more patient with them. Um, I have five boys, one girl, and my girl being the oldest. So back then, my daughter was a fighter, and I'm not gonna allow her to get banged, beat up, or in a fight, and I'm not jumping in it. I don't care who it is. Back then, now I was like, girl, you sure you want to get in that fight? She won't get you. Like, And then I'll be like, try to talk her out of it and let her know that I'm not there anymore. I'm not going to I'm going to help her to stay away. I'm going to help her to eliminate it, avoid it. But far as me actually putting my hair in a ponytail and getting it going with her, I can't do that no more, because it's not only her, it's also her brothers. Then with the boys, they're a handful, but I had to learn that they are not like my daughter or like any other little boys that I see out here. You know what I mean? So I have to take my time with them. I have to be understanding and not for them to understand me. You get what I'm saying? So is it all in all, it was like I had to grow. I had to grow into me. It was already there during pregnancy. I just had to let it out.
Wow, you see how you could just say one thing and we just run with it because we recognize, yes. Tyra said, "For whatever, back was never." Yes, ma'am. She is doing that thing, which is why she is with us tonight, because she is definitely doing that thing. She is pushing forward. And I want to say, because we don't oftentimes have this conversation about being a parent, we talk about it. And we have plenty of conversations, but we never really go into detail. So what I want to say to you in this minute is that I am so proud of you. I definitely have challenged you. I've talked to you representing a daughter. We've had conversations where you had to listen to me as a parent. And I know that it was difficult for you to do that, but you did it. Why? Because the authority, the tenacity, the determination, it was already in you. And that's what enabled you, even when you were angry at me. I feel like if you're not mad, you're not agitated, I ain't doing my job. Because nobody really wants to be uncomfortable. Nobody really wants to really deal with themselves. And I will be the first to say you did that. You definitely did that. And where you all speaks volumes, it speaks, it's showing, not necessarily through the words that you speak, but through your actions. And so I know as a whole that I can even speak for the crew that we are so proud of you. But personally, I am definitely proud of you. I shared with Miss Trivia before you came all the way in that I've never, like, I have spiritual mothers and I have people, in my life that it's not about age, it's just about wisdom and what they give me. And I was saying when we hooked up and you gave me that title, I was like, you really don't know what you did for me. It told me that what people were for me, I am now to somebody else. And it is definitely an honor, which is why I continue to push you, which is why I continue to not let up. Even when you ain't being foolish, I'll meet you right where you are and bring you right up out of it. And but the fact that you're receptive, the fact that you don't ignore me. Earlier we made a joke. I said, "So what, you ghosted me now?"
I was booked and busy.
I was about to give you away. What, you ghosted me? You try and bail because you're nervous. You try and bail because you don't want to do this. And so let me tell a little bit of your business and why this is important. It's already in me because Jasmine doesn't speak to the public. We have to go through a process to even get her to do. If you have been on a Pivot website or on Pivot Instagram page, you will see Jasmine on there. But trust me, it wasn't easy. And so to get her on this level, on this platform, and put all the attention and the spotlight on her, it was not easy. This is work. This is Jasmine in her healing journey. This is Jasmine saying, I want to do something different. I want to give what was given to me. I want to give it away. This is the beginning of her new start, recognizing that it's already in me. I ain't doing nothing but showing up, being myself. That's what Jasmine is saying. So if you have a question, if you have a comment, you can call in now to 443-961-7208 and we can get it popping. I love interactions. I know that it's about Jasmine, but I want you to be able to share what it is that you want to share if you have a question. I have plenty of questions, but I am definitely open to hearing what the people out there who is watching and who is listening, what they have to say. So the phone lines
Thank you,
are definitely.
Tyra.
Who, somebody said something? You catching the
Uh,
chat?
yes.
Go Jazz, go Jazz, go Jazz, go Jazz. Michelle said, proud of you, Jazzy
Thank
baby. So
you.
proud of you. Aren't we proud of her? Yes, we are. Salone said, Jazz. Okay, okay. You getting a shout out from your pivot crew. Yes, yes, yes. Don't we love ourselves some jazz? And so until somebody decides to be brave and ask you a question, she on the screen. She not gonna fuss. She ain't gonna bite your head off because she on the screen. So y'all can call and ask whatever y'all want to ask. I got this. Trust me. She good. She good. And she not going to just be ready. You all ready. Yes, yes, HD. And it's in the airwaves. Yes, 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 yes. So I have another question. Of course, I have plenty of questions. This is me and you. And if we were talking regular, I would be doing this, asking you questions,
Mhm.
and you would be telling me, you will be answering it. So here's another question that I have for you. Oh, Tyra has a question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Realistically, or in my dreams?
Realistically, we dealing with real life. Realistically.
Um, I want to be strictly working for my businesses only. I don't want to be doing a side hustle. I don't want to be doing a side hustle for nobody else. I want at least 2 to 3 cleaners for my business, and at least 4 drivers, with me owning at least one truck that I can rent out or I can drive myself.
Wow, what else? That's it? Just you want to just work and within the five
No,
years?
I want to finally get on a plane. Y'all, I never been on a plane before. Shame. I want to get on a plane. I want to take a trip. I also want to buy a home within 3 years down North Carolina. And the home that I have now, I want to rent out, but I want to rent it out to someone that I know that has been in my shoes. That
So
has,
let's hold up. Let's back up. Let's back up. So you are currently a homeowner,
yes,
and how long you had that home?
November make 4 years.
And when were you locked up?
I got locked up the first time. The first time I got locked up in 22. Came home and like 3 months later got locked up again
And so
in
you had
20.
this same home even while going through this. And how
Yeah,
old are you?
I'm 34.
You are 34. You have been in and out of jail,
Yes,
and you still manage to maintain your home.
yes. It was a struggle. It was pain. It was tears. It was threats. It was anger. But I still was able to maintain it. Thanks to Pivot.
No, and yourself. I'm
Yes.
going somewhere with this. It's already in you. So I just wanted to kind of delve into that because that's a big deal. You're 34. You have run in with the law, but yet you still maintain the fact that you are a homeowner, and today you still remain a homeowner, and your desire within the next 5 years is to rent out the home that you already have once you buy another home. Come on now, that is a big deal. But there is a request in the chat to hear about what is it? What is your dream? What is that dream that you just believe is just a dream?
My dream is I want to live a lavish life, meaning I have a vehicle now, but I want a Mercedes Benz. I want a spectacular, beautiful house built from the ground. Backyard, acres. I want a built-in pool. You know, I want to look at my bank account, my actual savings account, and see 400,000 at least. I want to look into both my business account and see no less than 500,000 with A1 credit. I want to be able to have all six of my kids' bank accounts no less than 300,000, and also money put away so that they can go to college. I want to I want to be that person where I have it, I'm not stingy, I can give back, but I also know how to maintain. And I love my food stamps, but I want to be able to do it all on my own. That's my dream.
And so I'm glad that the Godfather put that in the chat to hear about your dream. We were going to get to that, but it was important to me to hear where you are now.
Thank
And
you,
so
Tyra.
now that you have shared your dream, Michelle said, from your lips to God's ear. And so, mind you, the topic is it's already in me. And if you can dream it, you can manifest that thing. And so I want you to be motivated. So I want from this day forward, it is already in me. If you can see it, if you can see it, if you can write it, if you can say it, and if you can believe it, it is so. It is so. It is so. It is already in you. All you doing is revealing those things that you want. So if that's what you want, you know what you got to do. It ain't a Big Bang Theory. You're not going to wake up. Now, some people wake up and they hit the lottery next day. They get lucky. Some people do wake up. Let's not act like these things don't happen. But I'm saying for those of us that live where we live and doing what we doing with the history that we have, with the path that we have, we putting in that work. We putting in that work. We putting ourselves in a position to obtain the things that we long for. There was a time that I only dreamed of being in my own space, in my own place. I dreamt that. I wanted that. I longed for that. Now what? I'm in my own space, in my own place. So if you can see it, if you can say it, if you can write it, if you can claim it, it is so. And so I want you to believe it. Keep dreaming, keep longing, keep wanting, keep adding stuff to it. Whatever it is that you want. But no, you are the one that has to put yourself in a position to obtain it. It's already in you. It's in you. It's in you. Nothing in you will go to waste unless you waste it. It definitely is in you. So thank you for that. Thank you. I guess everybody wants to stay in the chat, and we are good with that. And so I have another question. Thank you for you are making this easy. Oh my goodness. If y'all knew what she put me through. If y'all knew what she put me through. Shanae said manifest it. Veronica said claim it. All boo. Yes. Whatever your heart's desire. Tyra said you spoke it. God heard it. So it shall be done. It's already in you. Shanae said it's yours. Get it. Don't want it. Just do it. Put in the work. Shanae said big up to you.
Thank you.
Yes, they are responding to you. Why? Because it's already in you. It's already in you. It's already in you. So I have another question. I'll keep going. So tell us, where are the kids?
One right here and the other three upstairs. My daughter have a job.
Wow, look at that. Oh, she didn't even call me and tell me that she working.
I know.
That's what she's doing now. But listen, as a mother, how proud of you are you proud of yourself as a woman? Are you proud of yourself?
I'm more than proud of myself.
What does that look like?
This smile, freedom. I'm not in them handcuffs. I'm not in that pink. Um, I'm just able to breathe. You know, I'm able to control myself. I'm able to do what Jasmine wants to do in the right way. Um, I feel strong. You know, I don't feel weak anymore. I don't feel vulnerable.
Wow, wow. Okay, now you see how I feel. Whatever. So Mr. Patton said, now you know how I feel, Carlita. Whatever. So definitely Jasmine journey is really definitely a reflection of that of my own. Shout out to Pivot alumni Jazz, definitely. But her journey, our journeys kind of parallel, and it's just crazy how God just sets stuff up. But yes, it girl. I'm gonna tell you how petty she is. This Lord, no, I'm telling. I'm telling how petty she is. This is how petty she is. This is how comfortable. Really, this is how comfortable she is. This young lady texts me, stranger danger. She texted around 7 something. I didn't see it until like 8. It was like 8:45. So when I looked at my phone and seen that she texted me stranger danger, I'm like, oh man, what's going on? So I called her, she didn't answer. I called her, she ain't answer. So I'm texting, like, what's going on? What's wrong? So finally she called me. She like, I'm glad I wasn't in danger. But that's the foolish, that's how comfortable she is. She be playing on my phone. That's what she do. She plays on my phone. I'm telling you, one day at a time, baby girl, keep going. Your children are watching you. Let them see you struggle and overcome those struggles. How do you feel about that? Let me read that again. One day at a time, baby girl, keep going. Your children are watching you. Let them see you struggle and overcome those struggles. What resonates in your spirit? Oh, excuse me, I got a card in my pocket. My bad.
One, it made me want to cry just reading it.
Why?
Because so much I've been through.
Don't do that.
It's just so much I've been through. And before you guys like just saying that, it's like a stranger can see it and tell me that rather than a blood family. So it's like it feel good, but gosh, oh my God, I'm crying.
Get back on this camera, little girl. Now the mama and me get ready to come out, so you better not try to run. Stay in this. I need you to feel that.
Yeah, it definitely made me feel good. It's not just for me. Like when I read that, I see that it's not just for me. Talking about it is not just for me, it's for my children too, but it's not just for my children, it's for myself too. So we in this together. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, she did get out the comments.
Oh, Shanae, she's saying you need to get out the comments. No, keep them coming. So I'm not saying anything because sometimes silence is sometimes better than words. Sometimes we just need to be quiet. Exercise our right to remain silent. We don't always got to talk through anything. Sometimes people need to feel it. And all you doing is getting what we do on a regular. Because Jasmine needs to feel this. And she also needs to receive it. I used to try to hide those struggles thinking I was protecting my kids, but I've learned that sometimes they need to see that. Do you recognize that?
I did. I did. I did.
We all are in this together, sis. We are locked in.
Thank
Indeed.
you.
I'm going to keep going because I want you to hear it because it's 100. That's right. She trying to get you out the chat. That's right. Michelle says we love you.
I love you more.
Indeed. All right. You ready?
Yes.
All right. Shanae, ask another question.
No.
No, I'm gonna pull back a little bit, but just I'm gonna pull back just enough because I know how far to push you. And we have 10 minutes left. So I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to or when you stop, because I know you're not gonna take the whole 5 minutes. So when you stop talking, I'll come back in. But I want you, there's someone who's listening to you. This is streaming on many platforms. There is someone who is angry. There is someone who find themselves in a dark place. They find themselves at a place where they can't trust people. They've been hurt. They have been abused. They have been mistreated. They have been mishandled. And because of that, they deal with life through anger. They respond to life in anger. All they know is to fight. Today, you, Jasmine, what would you say to that individual that is struggling right now?
Stay strong. Keep your head up. When the devil is pulling you left, know to go right. Stay positive. Always pray. Don't let the bad win or take over your freedom. One is cold in Central Bookings, and they do not treat you right or feed you right. And your record is going to follow you, regardless if you beat the charge or not. It's going to follow you some way, somehow. When you try to apply for a job, it's going to pop up, no matter what, and you will be judged. Not saying that we should care about being judged, but we will be judged. Just keep fighting, not physically, but mentally, and let yourself know, this is me. It's already in me. I'm not going to do wrong. I'm not going to go back. I'm going to keep going forward.
Oh, wow, girl, you just don't understand my heart, my heart, my heart, my heart, my heart, my heart, my heart. I thank you so, so, so much. I know this was not easy for you. They don't know you. Some of them do. But I know you, and I've been talking to you, and I've been pushing you, not necessarily to do this, but to do that. It's just so happened that God has given us the opportunity to share what we do publicly. And so I am just blessed and I am just honored that you have took on the challenge, you took the risk. And I just want to remind you, as I always do, it's already in you. It's already in you. You continue to reach out. You continue to do the work. You continue to tap in. Every time we have something, you are always there. We can call on you. You have become dependable. You are someone that we can entrust, that we can leave alone. In our spaces, you are someone that we actually call on for assistance. You have become someone who has been more than just a Pivot alumni. You have become a young woman who we reach back to for assistance in different areas of our lives. And you definitely make it easier for us. You definitely pour back into our lives. So I don't want you to think into or believe into or feel that what you offer is taken for granted or we don't recognize it. Understand that if we did not recognize it, we would not call you and say, Jasmine, do you have the time to do this? Jasmine, would you do this? Can you show up for this? Can you commit to this? We do this because we entrust. we know that the decisions that you're making, you're doing the best that you can with what you had, and that is enough. And so just as everyone in the chat is saying, keep going, keep manifesting, keep pushing, keep knocking those barriers down. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. We thank you. We thank you. Shadon said, you are doing a good job. Keep striving for greatness. I definitely wanted Shadon to hear a little bit of your story. So Shadon, I thank you. I thank you for tapping in. And I hope and I pray that something that you heard, even though you came in a little late, that you got something from this, because I definitely believe in what the seeds that have been planted in us. Once they take root and once they grow, it is not for us to keep to ourselves. It is for us to give it away, or else we will walk around here spiritually obese. We thinking that we got to exercise and we got to do this and we got to do that. And no, the only thing is saying it's give it away, boo. You got too much gifting in you. You got too much talent. You got something to say, and you are just keeping it to yourself. Get rid of it, because God didn't give it to you for you to keep it to yourself. So I appreciate the fact that you are continuing a journey. It's the love that just keeps on giving, and the fact that you are in the place where you can love unconditionally, where you can give to people that you once was angry. You ain't like nobody, but the fact that you can serve everybody says that this thing works when you make a decision to heal. And so, yes, it is your girl Pusher. If you're not pushing forward, you're moving backwards. Jasmine, say it out loud: forward ever, backwards never.
Forward ever, backwards never.
If you want to book Jasmine for her, she told you not for dispatching, but you want, okay, not for dispatching. But if you have an office space, a home, whatever, she is mobile. If she has her own, his or her, what is the name of it?
His or hers faithful cleaning.
His or her faithful cleaning. If you need something clean, you have a business, office, a home, a room space, office space, it does not matter. Jasmine is your girl. You can call her at 443-292-6749. Jot that number down before we end this live in 9 minutes. I took my glasses off, but you can contact her. You can book her for cleaning. Again, it is your girl Pusher. Yes, his or her faithful cleaning. You can call her at 443-292-6749. It's your girl Pusher. If you have not gotten your copy of It Takes One to Know One workbook and journal, this is your opportunity to win a copy. If you go on pusherlife.org and take the pledge, Healing 1 Million Women, one woman at a time. That is the link. If you go on pusherlife.org, the 10th person who take the pledge. Now, everybody don't wait trying to be the 10th person. You don't know who's tapping in. Last week, winner was Michelle Fitzgerald. She tapped in first. I was looking for the first one to take the pledge. And Michelle Fitzgerald, shout out to you. She had two options. Remember, Nay was the last. She had two options: a free haircut or free admission to the next Pusher event. She will get in free and have VIP privilege because she has won the contest. So tonight's contest, and I'm not going to do them every time, so don't get that excited. But tonight, the 10th person who takes the pledge, Healing 1 Million Women, you have the option to get It Takes One to Know One and or People Pusher. Either one, even if you have the copy, you can win it and give it as a love gift to someone else. But Healing 1 Million Women, one woman at a time. If you tap that link, go to pusherlife.org. The link will show up. If you are in your phone, go to those four little dots, and you will see the list of things links that you can press, and you can win there. I'm only looking for number 10. So hop on it now. It is open now. Pusherlife.org. If you have not gotten your copy of It Takes One to Know One and People Pusher, you can go on pusherlife.org as well and get it. You can go to gbecommunity.com and you can go to Amazon Get your copy. We will have a show where we talk about It Takes One to Know One. So you will want to get you a copy, or your friends a copy, their friends a copy. But I want you to come on and tap in. If you want to book me, you can go on, you can tap in to info@pushyourlife.org. If you want to book me for liturgical dancing, speaking engagement, I am your girl. If you are someone who has been impacted by the criminal justice system, I am your girl. Pivot Workforce Development, I will connect you. If you are the woman in the middle and you are looking for an opportunity to grow and you need an extra push, you are looking for that motivation, I'm telling you, the Ladies League of Baltimore is your place to be. Holla at me and I will connect you. Shanae, our last guest, is Nada Barber, innovative advocate. If you are looking for her, don't forget, you can go to info@pushyourlife.org. I will connect you. Malia, you know that she is a mobile phlebotomist. Did I say that right? Okay. I said that right. She is a phlebotomist and she is mobile. She will teach, come out and teach. She will do one-on-ones, and she also have a publication on phlebotomy. I'm telling you, we are connected. We are a body of people that are just trying to network and get the resources that are within our community. I appreciate you all. I appreciate Trivial Inspirational Radio for giving me a seat at the table. I appreciate everyone for tapping in. Your time is valuable to me because I value my time. Jazz, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Stay locked in. Continue to do what you're doing. I know you already took the pledge, but sorry you didn't win. Michelle. You was too slow. You was too slow, but I seen it. I checked it again. I will check it on tomorrow, and again I will post the winner. I will email the winner. If I have your number, I will call you personally, and you have that option tonight of It Takes One to Know One workbook, or journal, or people pusher. Next week, I will not be offering up a gift. Let me just tell you that I will not have a contest. I probably will. I don't know. I'm just talking. But yes, shout out to Trivia Inspirational Radio. I'm going to try to get my boy HD music played on Trivia Inspirational Radio. I'm trying to tell you because I would like to come in on the intro, not playing. I'm telling you, that's my jam. Again, if you have not tapped into HD hashtag all night, all day, you can follow him on Instagram. He is the Christian Kendrick Lamar, hip hop, whatever you want to call it. It is your girl Pusher. If you're not pushing forward, you moving backwards. Say it out loud. Forward ever, backwards never. I see you next week at 7:30, same time. 6:30, same time. Peace.
Do you love waking up early in the morning, struggling to figure out what to do with your hair? We've all had our share of bad hair days. Are you ready for a change? Lock it and love it with Lock and Love Salon, conveniently located at 8117 Liberty Road, Windsor Mills, Maryland. Start your lock journey today. Lock and Love's professional services and artistic designs will keep you blazing in the hottest trends while maintaining and protecting your hair. Honey, Lock and Love is an experience. Once you try Lock and Love Salon, you won't try anyone else. Lock and Love offers starter and maintenance locks, fox locks, detox, shampooing and conditioning, lock treatment, lock extension, coloring, and much more. Sorry, but Lock and Love doesn't accept walk-ins. What are you waiting for? Call 410-970-3791 to set up your appointment today. Lock and Love is on Facebook, so remember to like, follow, and share.